On the court, ball dribbling, cashing checks. College hoops, beats, pump, breaking necks. GunzPicks in the air, we ain't playing nice. Best rolling, paper stacking straight ice. Double units fired, man, winners only. Player props hitting, no rolling lonely. Bankroll swole, just stacking that cheddar. Breaking ankles daily, no one do it better. Let's keep dancing, 10 shots fired. Cashing best clips, reloaded, never tired. Have ourselves a day, straight up ballin'. Every show lit, you know we all in. Hit the hardwood, buzzers buzz, call it lit. Numbers crunch, strategy solid.
Hey, what's going on, everybody, on this beautiful Super Bowl Sunday? And we're here to talk about college basketball. And man, if you've been following along the plays on this show, whether it be the Breakin' Ankles version or the Late Night Bangers version, you are 23-10 on the show plays. That's right.
Pay that man his money.
Yeah, we are absolutely just cashing tickets left and right on this show. So if I'm giving you the right information, you need to subscribe to the GunzPicks channel. You need to hit the thumbs up on this video. You need to hit the bell so all notifications are on, so you know every time that I go live. I may do it impromptu. I may give you a heads up, but you need to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any content that comes on this channel, especially the Super Bowl content that we put out on this channel already. With the Extra Point show is already out, and I did a very special prop gun edition. Gave you some more prop plays to feast on for the Super Bowl, so go check those videos out on the GunzPicks channel. And the comments are starting to roll in. Sox Nation says, help him out, guys. That's right. Hit the like button. If you're watching this now, you're watching this later. Okay. There's no rush. I'm not going to be giving you any noon play games here on this show for the college basketball slate. I'm into the stuff that's at the 2 o'clock slate here on the East Coast. So we have a little bit of time to get these bets in. But I'm going to start this off with an exceptional one. Like I said, we're on a little bit of a tear on the plays right now. We went 5-1 yesterday. We swept the board on Friday, I believe. So yeah, it's been a little bit of a heater here on the shows. 23-10 in our last 33. So let's start with the first one here. UMass going against LaSalle in Glazer Arena in Philadelphia, PA. I don't know if many people are going to be at this game. I figure everybody, all the Philly fans, are going to be in New Orleans or in some bar getting ready for the Super Bowl. But nonetheless, we have a game here. And when we look at this game from an analytical standpoint, both offenses, I think, are fairly even with one another. I think the edge here is on the UMass side with the defense, because UMass is ranked 140th in defensive efficiency, 83rd in defending shots, 13th in blocks, and 114th in steals. On the other side, the defense for LaSalle, a little bit weaker, 190th in defensive efficiency, 269th in defending shots, 121st in block shots, and 130th in steals. So there's a variance in those statistical categories that gives the edge to the Minutemen. Now, these two teams have already met earlier in the year. They met in January. UMass did thump LaSalle 82-60. They were 2.5-point home favorites in that situation, and now they're flipping to be the road team here. However, line pretty much identical to the first matchup. We're talking they're 1.5-point favorites on the road. In theory, you should see a little bit of a switch, anywhere between 3 to 6 points from game A to game B. However, the books are respecting UMass here, and from a ATS standpoint, they should be, because UMass is 4-2 ATS as a favorite of 4 points or less. They're 6-2 ATS in their last 8 games, and they're going against a LaSalle team that is 2-4 ATS in their last 6. So I'm just going to take the team that's a little bit hotter here. They're going on the road, going against the LaSalle team that, yes, they have played decently at home, but I think the line is just telling a story here. So I'm going to be on UMass here. We're just going to throw the spread out the window, and we're just going to take them on the money line here as play number 1, baby. We got Kai Horn says cash and tickets. That's right, my brother. We're on a little bit of a tear. Let's see if we can continue here. We have 3 plays. Let's see if we can cash 3 right before we get into Super Bowl. All right, let's go to the next play on the board here. Before I get into my best bet, we're going to be going to Arizona State here, Oklahoma State in Gallagher IBA Arena in Stillwater, Oklahoma, 2 p.m. at the tip in this one. You have an Arizona State team has an edge on both sides of the ball statistically. They're 95th in offensive efficiency, 143rd in field goal percentage, 81st in 3-point percentage. And on the defensive side for the Cowboys, 98th in defensive efficiency, but they're 303rd in the league, in the country in defending shots. So I think there's going to be some open opportunities here with this Arizona State offense. And then on the offensive side for Oklahoma State, they're 154th in offensive efficiency, 268th in field goal percentage, 298th in offensive turnover percentage. So they're a little bit sloppy with the basketball, and they're going against an Arizona State defense that is pretty decent this year. Top 40 defense, 30th in defensive efficiency, 54th in defending shots, and they're 29th in block shots as well. So I think there's going to be some fits here versus, with Oklahoma trying to score points against that stout Arizona State defense. Then you got to look at Arizona State. They've just played very well on the road, which is kind of unheard of in a lot of this conference play that I've been seeing, but they're 4-2 ATS in those spots. And this is the first time all season that they've been a favorite on the road. So that gives you a little bit of a telltale story there, because when you look at Oklahoma's stats, they're 1-7 ATS as a single-digit dog this season. And while Arizona State is 1-3 straight up in their last 4 games, they faced a pretty hefty schedule. They faced Iowa State, Kansas State, and Arizona. Those are the losses that they had. And if we know anything about Kansas State, and I mentioned it yesterday, Kansas State is just on a heater right now, and you have to just be play on with them. Of course, Iowa State being top 5 team in the country, Arizona State the top 25. So I look at those as outliers here. And when they have a step down in class, it seems like Arizona State has excelled against their opponents. And we're just picking a winner here. So give me Arizona State money line as play number 2. All right, boys. Before I get into the best bet, you need to hit the like button. If you're watching this video now, you're watching it later, you need to hit the like button. Like button. That's how you get me the algorithm of all algorithms that YouTube defit. And get into the comment section as well. Drop some comments if you're loving the plays, if you're hating the plays. If you have any plays on your own, please just get into the comment section and drop a few suggestions in there or whatever. I try to answer everybody for the comments, so please go do that as well. And if you ain't subscribed to the GunzPicks channel, why aren't you yet? You got to hit the subscribe button. You also have to hit the notification bell so you know when all content comes on the channel. And also check out my Dub Club. We're on a little bit of heater on the Dub Club picks as well. Special deal, 50% off all college basketball packages and all access packages, and that deal expires on March 1st. So get on it before March Madness starts, because that's when we're going to start ramping up the units, baby, because we have the data, we have the statistics, and we make money in college basketball, especially in the last 2 months of the season. All right, best bet time. Let's go. And here's my best bet, and we're going into some Big Ten action. We're going to Ohio State versus Nebraska at Pinnacle Bank Arena, Lincoln, Nebraska. 2 p.m. is the tip-off on this one. Both teams, when you look at their the matchup, offensive and defensively, they match up pretty well with one another, but I think there's some keys in the game that we have to be looking at here. Second chance opportunities. I think Ohio State does have a significant rebounding edge versus Nebraska. But I think Nebraska has an edge in making the free throws, especially going against an Ohio State team that is ranked 336 in opponent free throw attempts per game. And Nebraska shoots about 74.3% from the free throw line. So I think there's going to be, can you make your free throws down the stretch, get into one-on-one opportunities, get Ohio State in foul trouble. They're a little bit aggressive on the defensive side. So I think there's an opportunity there, but they're going to have to make their shots, of course, with Ohio State being an elite rebounding team. Then you got Nebraska as a single-digit favorite this season. They have excelled. They're 6-2 ATS as a single-digit favorite. And then also look at the fact that Nebraska is kind of heating up right now. They're on a 3-game win streak coming into this game. And this is Ohio State's 3rd road game in the last 4 games. So maybe a little bit of road fatigue going into this spot. And also Nebraska has covered 4 out of the last 5 versus OSU and won 3 out of the last 4 straight up. And you're seeing him here as a favorite. Gives you everything you need to know about this game. I think Nebraska gets it done versus kind of a hot team here with the Buckeyes. And I'm fading them once again. So give me Nebraska -2.5 as my best bet. Joining it, Bruno says, afternoon, my friend. How's it going? How's it going, brother? And he says, what about South Florida? South Florida did make my short list, and then I ended up cutting it. I just didn't like the situation for them, and they just haven't covered really that well as short favorites. So I stayed completely away from that. That's a toss line, in my opinion. And I'm not going to be taking Wichita State either. Wichita State in the same situation kind of sputters situationally, especially with that spread line. I do not like that game whatsoever, so I passed. Thoughts on Nova? I'm not betting Nova. at all in this game, even though it'd be the contrarian spot, and I'm not betting Xavier. I tried to get there with Nova. I thought this was a good spot for them. They just have not performed well as a favorite, and they haven't really been a good covering team at all this season. The edge from a numerical standpoint is the Nova side. I think Nova is the better team here, but I'm not going to be playing this one. I completely passed. I know it's a Nova revenge spot. You can look at that angle too. I can't trust them to cover spreads because they're just not good at it. It doesn't matter what situation you kind of put them in. They're just not a good covering team right now. Unless I see something different down the future, I'm not going to be jumping on any of the Nova plays moving forward, unless I'm fading them. But I'm not going to be fading them here against Xavier. It's just not a good spot for them as well. But I did look at that game. If there's any other games that people want to bring up, like I said, I already looked at the entire board. It's not a big board here. George Washington, St. Bonaventures, looked at that game. I'm not going to be taking the spread, but I lead towards the under on that one. I think both teams can play good defensively. They're not good scoring teams, but I think maybe an under look is the way to go with that one. And then Rutgers, Maryland, who knows? Temple covers, you think, on that one? I can't talk. I mean, 13.5 is a lot of points there. And I think both teams don't perform well. One doesn't perform well as a double-digit dog. The other one doesn't perform well as a double-digit favorite. So I kind of one hand shook the other, and I passed on that one as well. All right, that's going to do it here. Like I said, to recap for the plays, my best bet is going to be Nebraska minus 2.5. We're going to be going UMass money line, and we're going to be going Arizona State money line. It's the 3 plays that pay the bills. Like I said, 23-10 on the plays. We're on an absolute run. I believe we're 7. I want to say we're 7. Maybe 8-1 in our last 9, something like that. I can't remember what the statistic is on that one, but we've just been cooking, and we're going to continue to cook all the way through basketball season. So let's cash some tickets today, boys. Make sure you like and subscribe to the GunzPicks channel. Make sure if you're watching this video right now, hit the thumbs up. It's very easy. You just move your mouse over and you click it, and just give me a little bit of a like there. I appreciate all the likes that I've been getting. We're getting close to 20 per video. I want to get 20 per video. And then once we get that, we're going to have to do 30, 40. And we're going to build this thing to the moon. Everybody needs to know that the GunzPicks channel is the place to be to win your bets. And that's going to do it here for the Breakin Ankles show. I am GunzPicks. Let's cash some tickets. Let's dominate the ball. And as always, let's keep dancing. Good luck at the Super Bowl. Bye.
Daily, no one do it better. Let's keep dancing. Cannon shots fired. Cashing best clips reloaded, never tired. Have ourselves a day, straight up ballin'. Every show lit. You know we all in. Hit the hardwood, buzzers buzz, call it lit. Numbers crunch, strategy so legit. Breaking down play.